Listo, ¿qué onda muchachos? Buenas noches. Pues bienvenidos a ¿cómo se llama? Otra transmisión en vivo de Fallout New Vegas. Vamos en la quinta transmisión y vamos avanzando bien a la historia, ahora sí que vamos echándole poco a poco y lo voy disfrutando bastante el juego. Y pues ya llega la serie en menos de una semana y pues veamos hasta dónde puedo llegar. No creo que acabarlo porque es un juego bastante extenso. Pues bueno, saludemos. Está Rocío en el chat. Dice: Marte de Reactivo. Esto dice: Volvemos al mejor RPG de la historia. Rocío, buenas noches, George. ¿Viste el stream de Pecomama? Sí, lo vi, pero ya después no lo vi en vivo. Nada más vi clipsitos y de lo de la repetición. Y me da chingo de risa porque se oye que está moviendo páginas. Ahí la tienen ya su script. Y pues, Alejandro dice: ¿has subido nivel? Sí, ahorita algunos. Estoy en nivel 17 y ahorita estoy adicto a. Creo que es al alcohol. O al Medex. O al Psycho. Ay, no sé, tengo demasiadas adicciones ahí. Y ahorita, nada más para contarle rápido, pues me metí a este búnker que es. Bueno, que no es ni búnker, más bien es una planta de energía. Y le estoy ayudando a los de la NCR a reparar esto. Y aquí me dice este Ignacio que pues él es de los seguidores del apocalipsis y no le importa de qué lado esté, mientras ayuda a la gente del yermo. Y este güey es un pendejo, no sabe ni siquiera qué hacer, le dieron la chamba porque dice: no, sí soy científico, pero en realidad no sabe nada. Aquí me quedé que me habían pedido un favor. Rociel, fue un caga de risa de escuchar leer el de script, pero un par de veces no lo hizo y fue más gracioso porque soltaba chismes de su hija. David, buenas noches. ¿Qué onda, David? Buenas noches. Bienvenidos a todos, muchachos. Aquí es donde estamos, la planta de energía, que según yo son solares. Así como las quests que me habían dado. De hecho, sí tengo mi contador. A ver, creo que no activé mi contador de crasheos. A ver. Mira este. Acá están. Y vamos en dos. Pero sí, él no es científico, es cientícero. Literal, no sabe ni madres y dice: no, es que les dije que sí sabía de ciencia y ya estoy picando botones y ¿cómo se llama? Y sí piensan que estoy haciendo algo. O sea, cuál es el güey que me en su currículum. Ah, me pidió hablar con el idiota y decía... me salí para nada. Pues, ¿por qué le está corriendo? ¿Dónde van, güeyes? ¿Por qué le corren?
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they?
Ah, más bien no se grabó lo que había avanzado. Oh, bueno, pues para que vean las pláticas. Bien dicen que se aprende en la chamba igual que Homero Simpson. No estoy aquí para
Damn
reemplazarte.
right you're not. Goddamn right. Why would they? You can't top this guy. Just a little more time. You can't keep Fantastic down for long.
Se llama Fantastic. ¿Qué trabajos haces aquí?
I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No Fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats. And it feels so good.
Exactamente, ¿qué haces?
Fuck, man. Everything. I push buttons, I turn dials, I read numbers. Sometimes I make up little stories in my head about what the numbers mean. Like one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women.
Pinche vato.
Man, how cool would that be?
Así que no tienes idea de lo que está haciendo.
No, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just don't know what effect it's going to have. Over there controls power in this building. That station has readouts on the computer network. That big knob there makes a crazy noise. Sparks come out of that slot if you put stuff in it. And I'm learning more every day. Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here.
¿Cómo viste el trabajo?
It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said, look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, welcome aboard.
¿Estás intentando lograr?
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency. And I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for
Y quiere
this
que le
place
ayude
are
a
here,
acomodar los
in the
paneles.
tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying? There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the
Prueban los
motors.
espejos.
I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you?
Ahora lo
Well,
estoy.
hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place. It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran. Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell.
Ni siquiera sabe qué significa
That's
eso.
where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know,
Ah, cierto, les cuento en esta planta de energía. Por lo que cuentan los de la NCR, los de la Nueva República de California.
there's a reputation you can hang your hat on.
Dicen que se agarraron literal con la hermandad del acero y les quitaron este lugar.
Here.
Y pues están pasando la energía
Password to one of the
pues, a varias
terminals
estaciones
outside.
aquí.
Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
Ahorita hablo con este güey Ignacio.
It's unusual to see a new face here. Are you a soldier or a scientist?
Eh,
Then we have that in common. Whom do you typically work with? Very well, yes. I'm part of the followers.
los seguidores del apocalipsis.
If you're not familiar, we seek peace and the spread of knowledge.
En paz y expandir el conocimiento. Nunca debe ser perdido por el mundo. Yo lo que tú quieres.
That's reassuring. Although many who've made that claim to the followers of the apocalypse over the years have had less than pure intentions. But if it's really as you say, then take my advice. This installation carries with it dangers that no one here has realized. Take care what you do here and who you listen to. Some things are best left buried with the old world.
Porque están enterrados bajo el viejo mundo.
I don't entirely know. Our records on the company that built this place suggest that their dealings were not only in energy, but also in weapons. And I've seen equipment here marked with symbols used by the pre-war military, targeting computers, shock sensors. A code word comes up repeatedly in the papers.
Arquímedes es el código.
Archimedes.
¿Piensas que Arquímedes es una arma que construyeron aquí?
Yes, and the technology they have in this facility is like nothing I've seen. Some of it reminds me of enclave equipment, but
El equipo del enclave.
a weapon based
Ahorita no los he visto al enclave.
no matter who claimed it. It's no wonder the Brotherhood wouldn't give it up.
¿Ellos sabían de
They
Arquímedes?
weren't here for me to ask, but I doubt they were here for electricity. When the NCR first came here, it was under Brotherhood control. They usually steered clear of one another, but something here changed their mind.
Ahí está.
The
Lo que
Brotherhood's
dicen.
interest in pre-war technology has always been in weapons. It's likely they were trying to reclaim Archimedes when the NCR arrived. Then I would say do it. As long as the power of this plant is committed to the regional grid and not to a weapon, we are safe. If you're the one to restore output, then you can route the power where you choose, and they'll never be the wiser. I can't get you past the security in the tower. but I
Toda
can use
ayuda.
some help.
Muy bien.
I've discovered a password for one of the mirror control terminals outside. You'll need it.
Donde vea rotear
Oh,
joder,
the
la
NCR has
energía.
their own designs for it, no doubt, but resist the urge to send it only to the thriving communities. The need for power is great everywhere. Distributing it evenly is the most rational and humane choice. I'm a man of
¿Por qué me
letters.
confías en esto?
I'd be torn to pieces by the security system they have in that town. I'd never reach the mainframe. But eventually, the NCR will. Or if not,
La Legión de César.
Caesar's Legion. They will use this place for war. Because the possibility exists, you might do anything else. You're the only choice.
Es la única opción que tengo.
Not yet. By some miracle, they've hired an imbecile to try and decipher.
Ahí está lo que dice.
He spent months working at one console trying to get the solar reflectors to track the sun. What he doesn't know is that the only thing the console controls is the plant's intercom system.
Sistema de intercomunicación.
I tried to tell him, but he insisted that the largest console had to be the most important. Still, it's only a matter of time.
Bueno, adiós, hagamos la misión. Abajo, ¿verdad?
Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the north.
¿Qué supermutantes?
If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. One more story for you. Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the RepCon test site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones. It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets look.
Tell me what's in a kiss. If your heart's not in it, we could have
Energía solar, confiable.
if we'd only begin it. I'm feeling low down. You know what I'm talking about. You let the blues move in now. Moving out. This old house ain't a home with no love inside it. But we
Armar la trampa. A la trampa. Ahora. Ahora, ¿qué pedo? Voy de nivel, ¿qué pedo? A ver, quería subir barter porque el señor House no me quería pagar mis moneditas bien. Bien vaquero. Lockpick. Ciencia. Medicina. Esta suba de ciencia. In Shining Armor. Walker Instinct. Estás afuera. Manejo de armas. Requerimientos a 2 puntos menor del normal para ti. De tag. Caray, esta creo que puede servir. Lo cual instantáneamente te sigue. Tiene la resistencia a químicos. También podría ser 50% menos de hacerme adicto y parasaico. Purificador, químico. También puede ser químico porque me duran más los... Pues ahora sí que las drogas. Experto robótico, metabolismo rápido. También podría ser esta. Persona nocturna nunca me ha gustado. Mad Rat. El de Bat está bueno también. Tienes una mayor chance de golpes críticos. Fight the Power. Amigo animal, ese casi nunca lo he agarrado. Presencia aterradora. Imperialista. Resistencia a la radiación. Quick Draw. Comando. Reciclador vigilante, este que decía. Ok. Gunslinger. Bloody Mess. Ese nada es porque me gusta. Viajar ligero. Justo veo este de entomólogo y un amigo manda en un WhatsApp así de: acabo de matar 2 putas cucarachas y ahora pone 3. Demonios. Bloody Mess suena bien. Sí, ese me gusta mucho. Educado, comprensión, caníbal, retención, sweep learner, entrenamiento intenso, armadura brillante. Podría ser Bloody Mess, tag o weapon handling. Resistencia a las drogas y también se puede ser resistencia a los químicos. O más bien el de que dijimos que era que me duraba más lo de las drogas. A ver, era el químico. ¿Por qué se me duran lo doble? O el de resistencia. Yo siento que sí, el de químico. Aunque también el de taje. Por cierto, George, ¿en qué animes planeas ver esta temporada? Pues la verdad, ahorita no sé qué otra cosa de animes vayan a salir. La que estaba viendo es una que estaba en ya anteriormente HBO Max, ahora Max, que se llama Ninja Kamui. Y ya creo que son los que estoy viendo. Aparte la de Frieren, que todavía no la acabo porque estaba viendo en latino. ¿Saben qué? Voy a agarrar el de químico, que me duran lo doble. Armar la escopeta. Escopeta me dio. Charger. Pistol. Thor. Va a ser este level action shotgun. Terminal 1 activar. Aquí ven minas. Los güeyes de la NCR tienen perros bien feos. Está bailando. Ah, no me deja dormir aquí. Carros. ¿Puedo dormir cuando hay enemigos cerca? ¿Cuáles enemigos? ¿Cucarachas o qué chingados? Chuta, no he visto tanta cucaracha en este juego comparado con el 3. Ah. ¿Por qué son malos? Pues son perros del NCR. Volvieron locos. Le hizo bien raro. Quedo con aura verde. Terminal 2. Opcional, arma Arquímedes, más seguridad para destruir a todos los soldados del NCR. Perro baila porque es feo, pero tiene carisma. Es mejor dormir. Vaya, vaya. Helios One. Muy bien, aquí puedo causar un desastre. Es lo que pienso que es. Como el arma de lo que tenían en el clave en el 3. Podría ser muy malo. Aunque no creo que sea también un sistema de ataque satelital. Pues están antojando las galletas. Dices galletas, ¿verdad? Ay, güey. Mr. Gotzi. Inició el pedo. Puede darle energía a los poblados de New Vegas. Sí, es lo que voy a hacer, darles energía. Metal. Noticia, una M40 debería funcionar bien contra torretas. Creo. Pero no. Igual ahorita esta escopeta me sirve bastante. Ah, muy bien. Me puedo curar sin radiación. Rick no tiene miedo, pero extraño a Ed. Luego hago la misión de Ed para poder juntarnos de nuevo con él. Me curo con mi agüita. Sin radiación. Es raro tener agua aquí sin radiación en este juego. Puerta. Ya ve que hay un chingo de minas aquí. A ver. Tiene una cosa que me reparaba, Doctor, no sé qué. Baj. A ver, seamos precavidos. Control de torretas, eso me había servido hace un momento. Pero bueno. A ver. Munición. Guardemos aquí porque luego la cago ahí. De hablar con el señor House, te darán una locación y ahí irán los compañeros cada vez que los dejes. Hasta mejor porque luego los tengo que estar buscando. Finally. Ended. Danger. Ended. Art. No. Act. No. Lo vamos a cargar. Plenty. Casi latino. Está pretty. Activar torretas. Habla con él cuando regrese a New Vegas. Hay bastantes compañeros, a mi parecer. De hecho, ya conocí un poquito más de la historia de Raúl. Dice que cuando cayeron las bombas en Ciudad de México, su papá ayudó a la gente en su ranchito. Luego no me he fijado que me había explotado todo esto y casi me muero. Y pues dice que pues sí estaban ayudándolos todo, pero se estaba acabando la comida. Y que estaba llegue y llegue gente. Y que de ahí pues hubo caos y te da a entender que se murió su papá y él tuvo que ir con su hermanita. De ahí ya no me contó más. La fuera más rápido esto. Raúl el Ghoul, el que está acá. De menos Raúl. Ahí dice las historias. Por Dani Trejo. Él es la voz. No me quiero gastar mi Steam Pack, pero estoy... Tome y tome agua. Lo malo que solo son 2 HP. A la mitad y ya me voy. Ya tenemos el gel marciano del 3. Sí, no, ya no. No tenemos ese beneficio. Este Sentribot. Steel. Metal, eso todo se lo guardo. Sería fisión. Torno. Vacíos. Call Steam Pack. Pulso muy bien para los robots. Ni cuenta me lleva. Ok, en las bolsas nada. Por cierto, logras sacar el final secreto en el 3 donde sales de la nave alienígena y en lugar de arreglar la nave te vas al otro lado y acabas flotando en el espacio. No sé, no lo saqué. Alejandro, a nivel 25 checa los DLCs, a diferencia del 3 hay armas únicas. Pero si había, ¿no? Armas únicas en el 3. Porque me acuerdo que en el de Broken Steel te daban como un arma de riel. Tal es el siempre lo uso. Donde cigarros también me puede servir. Juguete. Guerra. ¿Hay mi perro?
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
Ah, ¿por qué no viene Rex? ¿Cómo sacaste ese final, Rociel? No sé, dice Rociel, ahí no sé. Dígame. Backup. Pero Rex, a ver. Ven. Y güey. Mis granadas de pulso. Oh, Raúl, me tapaste. Ahí está. ¿Qué onda, Roberto? Buenas noches. Hola, líder supremo George. Dormir cuando hay enemigos cerca. Muy bien, si puedo dormir aquí. Ven un chingo esas granaditas. No espero cuando balaceaste a Raúl, pobrecito, me confundí con él. Me ha faltado venir acá. Y lo bueno que es ghoul. Supongo que aguanta más que un humano común. Esas agujas me pueden servir. Más metal. Músculos. De guerra. Carros. Caminando hacia el vacío, pero creo que sí me morí, ¿no? Yendo al vacío en el espacio. Hablando cosas. Como el páramo radioactivo. Muy bien, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué onda? Bienvenido. Me marca que va a haber enemigos a montones. Protectón. Tron más bien. ¿Cómo? Puso la cámara de muerte y no estoy ni ahí. Rap Electronic. Ahora me regreso acá porque no me fijé si agarré todo. Estaban metiendo ya estos güeyes. Hoy el internet de aquí, mis datos son más rápidos. Ando viendo el stream en 140 para que no se trabe. Esto está muy culero allá. Algo como el del rancho. Bien. Oh, mi ojo. Ah. Ah, ya. Hace café. Y employee card. Y güey, perdón. Ah, me falta para poder abrirle. Mm, Agarré todo. Ok. Lleve más protectrons. Metal. Bien, bastante. Te lo voy guardando. No se fue mi perrito. Ah. Cráneo, trap metal. También creo que puedo usar mis objetos porque vi que había agarrado unas revistas. Bueno, ajá, Búfalo Katai. El de medicina interna se me sube. Curazoy. Hidra, supervivencia. Armas. La red de emergencia de la NCR. Entonces, radiación. Hellboy, Steampunk. Barry. Son todos. Radex. Como cosmonautas rusos ponen. Ah, del que dijo Rociel. Igual en un palo. Todos en un palo aquí. ¿Qué es eso? Synth. Juana. Fruta agave, Coca-Cola. ¿Una fresca ahí? Día de leche. Aquí vivía alguien. Ya, búfalo, no sé qué. Está bloqueado, me lleva. Se va de hora, operación Helios. A ver, me faltaba creo que otra puerta que estaba por acá. Pero no puerta, sino más bien así esta dirección y si había una puerta. Palabras para mágicos. El secreto de la iguana en un palo es la caspa. No, pues ni siquiera tiene forma de iguana la cosa esa. Por como he visto cómo se ve la carne, eso no es una iguana. Por lo que dicen, seguramente sí es gente. Vemos. Voy a ser de malas que se crashee, pero no creo. Llevadora Helios 1. El atómico, cerveza, escocés, whisky, vino. Voy a tener que dejarle todos los alcoholes a uno de ellos. Canción las cosas.
Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave rat taught it to me.
Rex anda contento desde su lobotomía, sí.
Gonna play a
De hecho,
song
corre bien
for you
rápido.
right now.
I'm sure
And it's
you'll be
about
fair
that
and
special
equitable.
someone you find only once in a blue moon.
Cartón de cigarros. Paquete de cigarros. Hey, necesito dejar mis cervezas. Out. Hablando cosas. Dura soy. That's life. Coca-Cola. Éñate un montón de agua purificada. O sea, guardémoslo también.
Hey,
No me dejaba de darle más. Activar generador y esta madre está a punto de explotar seguramente. Pero ahorita lo analizo con ciencia. Rato voy a vender cosas porque me la he pasado vendiendo cosas. Como la terminal. El senador parece que está bien, pero hay un tipo de... Ah, de animal o alimaña mordiendo los cables. Oración 30. A ver quién tenía el scrap metal. ¿La Rex o este güey? El año. Para el cable. Activar generador.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. Whoops, better put on
El
my
Trails.
Batman fedora here. NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official
¿Qué es ahí?
told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age
El
of the
reflector,
train and the
ajá.
scarcity of the replacement parts. Also, Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for
Toda la
Camp,
región.
Lone Hope, and the nearby town of Novak. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
Don Energy. Tiene un cerebro y un robotcito. Puerto para repararlo. Tiene aquí bien científico, pero se fue seguramente. O se lo comieron. De guerra. Ave Wasteland. Hay que subir hasta lo más alto de la torre y acomodar los paneles. Ahorita pues estaba yendo hacia arriba. Hoy me marcaba la dirección. Aquí un uniforme de la NCR. Bueno, más bien de los Rangers. Ajá. De la 3 AM a 3 PM. Pero es verdad aquí. Ah, me falta una hora, no manches. Puedo dormir, ¿verdad? Voy a adelantar una hora, a ver. Numbers. Y te puedes caer. Yo vi una cama por acá. Hasta acá la cama.
To the town of our Freel rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him.
Ay, pensé que se iba a trabar. Ah,
No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them,
están ya las camas, ¿no?
iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Ya me espantó este güey.
Early in the morning when he rode into the town, he came
Un yo sí era una hora, a ver.
outside, slowed it up in all around. He's an outlaw loose and
Very gutsy.
came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Lo único malo que me tengo que regresar todo. Ah, se para.
An outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and as many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though he was a 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive and make him live. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red.
Pero esperamos que sí, si no me voy a tener que regresar de nuevo y no quiero.
Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The more
El reflector, ajá, habla con Fantastic.
for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was
¿Qué pedo? Ah, lo de la energía. Ah. Así me dejó ciego esa madre. Ah.
Texas red is not cleared leather or a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his
Mis oídos por la luz. Ah.
iron on his hip.
Canta Elliot One.
When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. This just in. NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. Also in the headlines, Prem formally sworn a new sheriff today. RNV reporters were on hand to hear the new sheriff address the crowd.
Cocinarlo y cobrarle más.
Public appeasement oration. Complete.
Aguardemos.
Howdy, citizens. How about a yee-haw for law and order in the fine town of Error? Token not found.
Yo,
No news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully...
Cambian del poder a McCarran Strip.
whoa, really? Oh shit! Oh, I knew I could do it. Those NCR pricks can all get on their knees and worship at the altar of fucking fantastic. But don't worry, I'll tell them what you did for me, man. Not all of it, though. They think I was an idiot. But some of it. Keep at it, man. One day you could end up where I am. You never know.
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle.
Adios, amigo.
Adiós, amigo.
Yo.
They sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? And that song ain't so very
No sé si me diga otra cosa este güey.
What can I help you with?
¿Sigues aquí?
Keeping watch mostly. Trying to make sure the dangers of this plant are minimized.
Bueno, adiós. Wasteland. No se pudo hablar con los soldados de afuera por cualquier cosa. Sí.
What is it?
Adiós.
Are you supporting us here?
Pues no me hablaron de otra cosa.
Glad you're with us.
Van a cumplir mi deber. Churchtide. Búnker abandonado la hermandad del acero. Sección delta de los vaqueros. Los bombardeos me habían mandado a ver, pues. Polares esta. Bueno, pasa algo malo. ¿Qué va a hacer? Lago. ¿Qué va a hacer esto? Ah, por cierto, había descubierto algo bueno.
You know, I tried to
Stop.
measure my charisma
Por respirar bajo el agua.
on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst into flames. It's just about time to get you some
Es que los
news.
bombarderos me dijeron
The
que
test hole continues to climb
les
around
ayudaré.
the
Espero
field.
no en a bombardear el Mojave.
Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. Moving on. NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid anyone who looks like they've done time. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas. And now, Nat King Cole reminding us what really matters with Love Me as Though There Were No Tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.
Abajo. ¿Ya conociste a los boomers? Sí, los conocí. ¿Qué va a hacer?
Take me out of this world tonight. Take me, make me forget my
Regresar a la bahía. Ya lo puse. Bien cagado como nadan. Ah, vean, se traba el mundo. Ah. Fue donde maté un montón de cazadores. Oh. Nadador leal. Ah, ya. Tengo que activar, supongo. A ver, el detonador. Algo de Loyal. Y pues son unos inflables para sacar los objetos del agua. Está al fondo del lago. Sí fui con los boomers. Básicamente eran los güeyes del refugio que se salieron porque no los dejaban tronar granadas dentro de su refugio. Y se encontraron con esa base y pues se encontraron un chingo de explosivos. Y aquí defienden todo esto.
And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. This just in. Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. Moving on. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full
I
recovery.
hear you. It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Tu plan funcionó.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing
¿Cuántas veces moriste hasta llegar a su base? Creo que solo una vez. Pero ya luego me fijé que nada más tenía que estar curándome y ya. De hecho, sí se sorprenden. Dice, ¿cómo llegaste hasta acá? Y yo, corriendo. ¿Cómo planeas usar el avión?
I just told you, the robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from.
Ah, no manches, lo van a mover en piezas.
Exactly. We'll be shelling an unoccupied location in outer Vegas to get their attention elsewhere. By the time they realize they aren't under attack, the plane and the bots will be long gone. The kids wish we were shelling a real target, but Pearl thinks it's wise not to start up a war just as the lady has risen.
El agro había ayudado.
Hey, I'd better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
If you can't keep that thing under control, I will. Have you seen her? The redhead of my dreams?
Estoy trabajando en ello. Que no te explotes. ¿Y adentro? Oh. Pero el trabajo está hecho. Otro traje.
Hello, friend. How can
La madre
my
Pearl.
be of help today? What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so.
Muy bien, 400 experiencia.
Bye.
This pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. One more story for you.
Me acuerdo cuánto barter me pedía el señor House.
Over the rep contest site by a local crackpot.
Sunshine Boogie.
To a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave rat taught it.
¿Has visto un chico que estaba enamorado de una chica de las caravanas?
Fascinating place, isn't it?
Creo que no.
What's gonna happen next? More classics coming right up.
Más conocí una que estaba en un bar. Que me dio una quest que era como la canción. Decía Artage by the number. Hasta. Gas. Ya de los boomers, la verdad no me acuerdo. ¿Hasta dónde es? Pues ¿hasta dónde es? Va a ser esto los paneles solares. Todo desconectado, ok. Pasión 65 partes. Ok. Antes pues me tengo que ir a robar partes. Helios One, muy bien. Una de las misiones de los boomers, pues al que acabo de ver, ¿no? El que te dice, ¿has visto a la chica de mis sueños? Y le digo, no, no la he visto. Son misiones que como que me dan igual, pero bueno. No la vi que digas como que muy parte del lore. Que me afecte demasiado en la historia. A ver si no se enojan que me robo las piezas. Malo que luego se repiten mucho las canciones.
a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has
Tierra Madre.
fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory,
Tierra Madre.
is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth, excitement, and intrigue await around every corner. Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort. Make new friends, or rekindle old flames. Let your eyes take in the luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the sunset from our villa rooftops. Countless diversions await. Gamble in our casino. Take in the theater. Or stay in
Haces
one
la
of
misión,
our
habla con la
exclusive
jefa de las
executive
caravanas y pide
suites
trabajo. Esa
that will
misión te
shelter
llevará a
you
conocer a un
and
seguidor y te
cater
llevará a
to
una
your
base donde
every
están los
whim.
trajes que quieres de
So
la
if life's
NCR.
worries
Ah, muy
have
bien.
weighed you down, if you need an escape
Están las
from your
partes.
troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us. Let go and leave the world behind at the Sierra Madre grand opening this October.
Muy bien.
We'll be waiting. Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune...
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old
App electrónico.
object,
Veo todos dormidos acá afuera.
you can bet just as sure as you live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Paso. Ya. Count steady.
Irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine. Don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store.
Hacer habla con el señor House para que tus seguidores se queden en el casino cuando los dejes. Ahorita nada me está esperando el señor House para poder hacer bien su trato porque necesita más habilidad de mercader. Porque si no me quiso dar mis 1000 tapitas.
Fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavily star-spangled night we'll find out.
Bien perro lejos, pero me teletransporto luego. Nada más tenía que checar cuánto era lo que necesitaba para el señor House.
To the town of our Priel rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say.
50% mejoró.
No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger's
Muy bien, hay bastante experiencia.
big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he
Cuenta. Este. La loyal que ya están reparadas. El 120%, no manches. Muy bien, energía solar. Necesitamos paneles solares en todas nuestras casas. Qué boomers. Y tosilo. Bien, está bien optimizado este juego. Las Vegas. Oh, baby.
Isn't that bomber a beauty? Thanks so much for making an old man's dreams come true.
Ver los paneles solares.
An impressive piece of work. I'll keep that in mind if jobs come up in the future.
Siento, usted me dio manchas.
Don't get blown up.
Un Shine Boogie. Me falta quest. La casa siempre gana. La Benny. Es mi amor. La madre Gran Opening. Las físicas se fueron del sabático, cariño. La reunión. En Boogie. A ver, veamos si ya me deja hacerlo del señor House. Las Vegas. Ah, de aquí no me deja. Supongo que descubrieron algo que no te dejan de transportarte desde los edificios. Okay. Paul Clooney, Danny Parker, Alidina. Voy a quedar tantito la radio. ¿Qué onda? El robot se ve bien cabrón. Me refiero a que si te anda a acribillar. Ops Casino, Las Vegas, Nevada. Estaba mi amigo. Hey, partner.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside. Come back soon now.
Gracias, Víctor. Casino el afortunado 38. El 38 la suerte más bien.
Where to, partner?
Del señor House.
Penthouse 4.
long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long way. I have to
Eso ya lo
ask,
había leído.
now that you've reached your... Of course you have. What you see down on the strip.
En courier.
The business is this. Simple.
¿Qué propones?
My only concern, when you bring the chip to me, I will pay you...
A barter, es un buen inicio.
Very well. 5 times the bonus. Not 1 cap more.
¿Me dirá algo si le digo eso?
My offer far exceeds the original terms of your contract, which, I will remind you, already obligates you to deliver the chip.
También lo haré.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss?
Sí, quiero preguntar otras
What
cosas.
did you wish to know?
¿Cómo llegó hacia Benny?
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops. It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a
Unidad tribal.
affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second in command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him.
¿Por qué no puedes decirle todo?
By contract, Securitrons are to enter the casinos only when invited by the 3 families, or if other extraordinary circumstances arise. The moment I send one into the Tops, Benny will know I'm on to him. If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private. Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible.
Nuca Colero es el presidente, no, es el señor House, el creador de Robco Company, los de todos los robots. Hablando de otra cosa.
What else did you want to know?
Me de Benny.
Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened. To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks.
Ciertas
I knew
tareas.
Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along. A more than suitable replacement.
¿Qué te traicionó Benny?
I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be.
¿Pero interveniste antes?
Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Good Springs is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determine the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed. What?
Es el chip Platinum.
It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find.
De encontrar.
That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver
El
the
chip.
and good things will come your way.
El más para el chip será más fácil encontrarlo.
You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort.
Que es tan valioso porque usarlo solo un mensajero para mandarlo.
You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them dummies, so to speak. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, this is important, attack this. I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel.
La hermandad ya lo mencionó.
Alas, the real threat was closer to home. That's simply not true. I am the only person to hold any rights pertaining to the chip. I designed it and I paid for it.
Yo diseñé.
To develop that.
Saludos, Rociel. Buenas noches. Dice que se acabó de sueño. Ten buen gameplay y a ver el resto por diferido. ¿Sabes, Rociel? Descansa. Buenas noches.
But a sum beyond counting. For decades I paid salvagers to comb the ruins for it. And when it was finally discovered, tens of thousands of caps spent to have it brought here. We know how that turned out. Complete your contract, and it will be the last time I pay for the chip. Save your questions for then.
¿No mandas a tu robot a arrestar a Benny?
Frontal assaults on casinos.
Es bueno para los negocios.
Business. In any case, Benny would see it coming, and all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it. What?
¿Qué exactamente, Mr. House?
I am Robert Edwin House,
Presidente y
President,
CEO.
CEO, and sole proprietor of the new Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274
2074.
The three families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation.
Parece una computadora, no un hombre.
Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicon.
Medicina. La esperanza de vida que dices es imposible excepto para ghouls y supermutantes.
I see you've made a study of the topic. My knowledge of the science of longevity would fill several textbooks. Perhaps after a decade or two of economic reconstruction, I can commercialize these technologies and offer them to others, such as yourself.
¿Cómo te has mantenido vivo todo este tiempo?
Let's just say it was very
Y costoso.
costly. But I was willing to make the sacrifices longevity entailed, financial and otherwise.
¿Cómo estableciste las nuevas
We
Vegas?
can discuss this in greater detail at another time. Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated and the money started to
Pues bueno, evitó guerras. Dime acerca de las acciones en Las Vegas.
Understandable that you'd be curious about this topic, but we'll hold off until the platinum chip has been recovered. What else did you want to know?
Dios.
Well enough. Be on your way.
Está todo muy limpio, pero muy abandonado. Víctor.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the High Roller Suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait and sweet. Enjoy the digs, partner.
Ahí está lo de la
Plenty
suite.
fancy.
Suite presidencial. Muy bien, ya está mi suite. Coca-Cola. Más futuras de hoy. Populares. Espera. Más 10 y armas futuras de hoy. Más de una. Guerra. Duermo un ratito mi personaje. Ahí puedes guardar y dejar cosas. ¿George, ya te volviste el nuevo Elder? No. Sí, es el de los Lions, no. Elder Lions. O Sarah Lions. La radio. Está bastante cuidado. Papeles. ¿Qué hace? Ah, me deja mejorarla. Muy bien. Locker de crafteo. Wardrobe. Está chida.
Where to, partner?
Falta una colcha del tigre de esa cama. Así no.
Casino floor.
Es donde me podría volver adicto. Y más a las apuestas. De la América segura.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you.
Creo que para
It's
ti.
from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
Crooker. Quiero hablar contigo inmediatamente acerca de cuestiones importantes. Confío que habrás aprendido suficiente en tus viajes para saber que la nueva República de California es una honorable nación que Está determinada en una misión beneficiosa en el Mojave y en las Nuevas Vegas en particular. Para una nación florece que recompensemos personas que se dedican ellos mismos a intereses nacionales, ya sea por razones patrióticas o materiales. Afirmarte que cometido crímenes o cosas contra la República. Está en mi poder perdonarte este tipo de cosas. En las oficinas de la Nueva República de California, en la embajada del sur de las Nuevas Vegas.
An NCR welcome. I don't trust those creatures. Check that out. He just left the lucky 38.
Facción te uniste, pues según yo no me unía a ninguno. Nomás el hecho de pedo al César. Muy bien, revistas gratis. Ah, va, dicen. Boxing Times. Y clima. Hola con tus seguidores. Ah, cierto, no se regresaron. Estoy aquí explorando. Raúl. Vámonos.
Got it. I'll be way back. Oh, I wouldn't dream of getting too far away, boss.
Vemos.
I can't believe we were allowed inside the Lucky 38. That place has been a legend since before the war. Right behind you, boss.
Cap Macarran. Guardemos antes que pase algo. Ay, Dios. Miguel Ángel. Ángelo. Poco va a ser aquí donde me buscaban.
Can I help you?
Con el embajador Kruger.
You can find him in the main embassy building, inside the gate and to your left.
Este lugar.
This is the NCR embassy, our little slice of heaven on the strip. The main building houses administration, while the other building is the MP headquarters on the strip.
¿Qué está pasando en el strip?
The usual. Troopers getting drunk and causing problems. Like that's a surprise to anyone. Hell, I plan on getting drunk once I'm done with my shift. Maybe even head over to Gamora for a good time.
Sir. You're wasting no time in making a name for yourself.
Glad you're willing.
Nice job out there.
Welcome to Behave yourselves.
La embajada del NCR.
Welcome to the
Somali.
NCR Embassy. How can I help you?
Busca el embajador.
Ambassador Crocker can be found in his office through the door to my right and at the end of the hall. The embassy offices are to your left, while the barracks and living quarters are to the right. If you're looking for a history lesson, I suggest you talk to Ambassador Crocker.
Metí.
I don't have time to give my life story to everyone that passes through. Is there something I can actually help you with? Sir?
Deja dormir ahí.
We won't go quiet. Legion can count on us.
Policía militar.
Help you?
Policía militar. Jake Irvin.
So you're the one that went into the Lucky 38. I bet that was pretty creepy. What can I do for you?
¿Qué está pasando en el strip?
Us troopers mostly come to the strip for our R&R. We blow off some steam by gambling, drinking, partying, or fighting. If you're looking for a good time, I'd suggest hitting up Gamora. The girls there are pretty nice, if you know what I mean.
Metí.
What have you heard? I know people think I'm a little on the wild side, but I'm just trying to have fun, you know? Just because I happen to get into fights and like to pull pranks doesn't mean anything.
Está cerca del
He's a little
embajador.
stiff and stuffy. Doesn't leave the office that much. Always surrounds himself with papers and reports. I've always wanted to play a prank on him, but there's no way I could ever pull that off without getting in trouble from Captain Pappas.
¿Una broma dices?
Yeah, I got a few ideas that I'm working on. Maybe I'll let you in on it once I have something.
¿Quitan papas?
Now, she may be a bit of a hard ass, but she's the best damn captain we've had here. I'd be careful around her. You don't want to get on our bad side. Sir?
Y no. Encontré otro tipo de Nuca-Colas.
Hello.
¿Es esta?
I hear
Gitana?
you've been meeting with Mr. House in the Lucky 38. I bet you think you're pretty special, don't you? Special or not, stay out of trouble, and more importantly, stay out of my way.
¿Qué pasó en el
Yeah,
strip?
more the usual. We're keeping an eye on the troopers to make sure they don't do anything stupid. Yeah, the only stupid one we've had lately is Private Irwin. He's starting to cause more trouble than he's worth.
Ya sé,
Not
más de
much to
ti.
tell. Keeping the troopers in line and monitoring the strip keeps me busy. It's my job, and I'm gonna do it well. Now, if that's all, I've got work to do.
¿Puedes ir del embajador?
Crocker isn't too bad. He mostly stays in his office now. If you have any questions about the embassy, you should ask him. He'll talk your ear off. Bye.
Están haciendo ejercicio, ¿qué pedo? Ya militar. Por robarme. Güey.
I'm glad you could make it. I have something I wanted to discuss with you. It's a very important matter, and I have a strong feeling you're the perfect person for the job. I'm sure you've noticed that things are a little tense around here with all the issues between the NCR, the Legion, and Mr. House. It doesn't take a genius to see that something big is going to happen soon. To be honest with you, the NCR is in a tight spot. But if we fail now, it's the people here that are going to suffer the most. I'm not willing to let that happen, and I don't think you're the kind of person that would either.
Tienes mi atención, continúa.
To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munition stockpile
Me
that
pidió
would
los
be
boomers.
valuable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves and are, let's say, hostile to all
Diles
outsiders.
a todos
That's why I need someone like you.
los de fuera.
Someone with your background and reputation would have a better chance of reaching them than anyone I have available. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me? That's excellent news. So they'll help us, right?
No sé, tendrá que volver. Hablarte de los boomers.
I hope you've returned with good news. Are they willing to help the NCR? Let me know as soon.
Acércate, embajador.
Interested in politics, huh? Well, grab a seat and get comfortable. I've been in politics quite a while now. Always had the drive to do it even when I was young. It's just something I was drawn to. I started my career over 20 years ago back in the NCR as the local mayor and worked my way up from there. I managed President Kimball's first run for a seat on the council. I suppose that's why I have this ambassadorship. I was elected to this post 7 years ago. I'm the third NCR representative to serve here in Vegas. Now, I've had my share of ups and downs along the way, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. That's it. Anything else you wish to know?
Armas del
Provide
NCR.
a quick history lesson, if that's what you're looking for. In 2274, President Kimball sent the NCR Army into the Mojavian force with the objective of occupying and repairing Hoover Dam. Rangers and Army scouts had confirmed that the dam was basically unoccupied and could be restored to an operable condition.
La represa.
Upon arriving at the dam, however, they discovered that a large force of tribals and robots had occupied it. This was our introduction to the three families, the Securitrons, and, of course, Mr. House. Using his Securitrons as intermediaries, Mr. House called for parley. He claimed his forces had occupied Hoover Dam in order to safeguard it for our arrival, and that he was ready to turn it over to us, so long as we could agree to terms. Those terms became the Treaty of New Vegas. The treaty
Pues el señor House sí que hizo
over the strip and granted us rights
bien ahí porque hizo que no se pelearan. Resguardó la represa.
The NCR is legally permitted to send 95% of the electricity produced by the dam to our home states. The remaining 5% goes to the strip. The treaty actually makes it illegal for the NCR to prevent its citizens or troops on furlough from visiting the strip. Once on the strip, our citizens are subject to arrest or punishment by House's Securitrons, though that's a rare occurrence.
Ocurrencia extraña que los arresten.
It's illegal for the Securitrons to take action against them. Of course, it's also illegal for our troops to carry firearms on the strip, so there isn't much trouble they can get into. Our military police does an adequate job of keeping the troops on furlough in line. I don't envy them that task. The embassy was established a few weeks after the treaty was signed. Basically, Mr. House handed us a dumpy little building he had no interest in renovating. I'm the third ambassador to hold this post.
Embajador.
First, I think, to accept its limitations. My predecessors had ambitions of engineering the annexation of the Mojave. They thought they'd convince Mr. House to join up. I've never even spoken to the man, or whatever he is. Maybe the situation will change once we've beaten the Legion.
Es que vencemos a la Legión unas por todas. Continúa.
Now we mostly just keep track of the NCR citizens and troopers around and make sure they don't get in trouble. But that's Captain Papa's job. I keep myself busy with paperwork and reports that get sent back to the NCR. It's mostly busy work, but every once in a while we make progress.
Está pasando en el strip.
It's the same old stuff around here. Gambling, debauchery, drunkenness. It's all here. I'm getting a little old for it, however. If you want more information, try talking to some of the other guys around here. I don't get out of the office much anymore.
Dios.
Goodbye.
Hey.
Vamos, Alex, buenas noches, descansa. Espera, casi las 11. Un ratito me voy. Policía militar de la NCR.
Welcome to Vegas. Make your visit.
Y este que se les va a aparecer pie grande. Y se alcanza a ver tu cabeza. Por robar. Gente. Hagamos otra misión en vez de seguir la del señor House. Nos voy a recoger a Eddie y mandarlo al casino. Cierto, Ed estaba allá. A los boomers de ayudarte en la siguiente batalla. Ellis Hanga. Por acá, ¿verdad? Por acá. Por aquí con la mamá Pearl.
Hello. Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle.
Muy bien, ya tengo apoyo de estos güeyes.
Bye.
Los boomers me van a ayudar. tops.
Hello.
Libro de cocina del patriota, no mames. Ya me voy a calma el calculador. Me mandaron en WhatsApp. ¿Por qué ladra?
It's good to have a friend of the NCR here. What can I do for you? I hope you've returned. Excellent work. I can't tell you how useful that will be. In any event, I have another assignment ready and waiting for you. But we can speak of it later. Rest up, and when you're ready, speak to me again. It's good to have a friend of...
Asignación.
So I did. As you may have noticed, our position here in New Vegas is tenuous. We've made great strides, sure, but the NCR is not welcome here. Merely
No está
tolerated.
tolerada.
And even then, not by everyone. We've had reports of violence against NCR citizens in a neighborhood just to the northeast called Freeside. Ever been there? I'm inclined to agree, but it's a slum with NCR citizens in it. And as such, it falls under my jurisdiction.
Jurisdicción.
Violence is something of a way of life there, but there's been a disturbing rise in the number of attacks on our people lately. More worrying is the fact that our sources suggest the violence is being perpetrated by the gang that runs the place, the Kings.
Reyes.
I need someone to look into this that won't attract attention. Would you be interested? Good. Our men have come up with 2 different plans for seeing an end to the violence. First, our sources have tracked most of the attacks back to a king named Pacer. The consensus is that the violence will stop if he's removed. The problem is we can't simply kill him. In the current climate, the NCR would likely be blamed for his death. There is an alternative option, but my sources feel that getting rid of this Pacer fellow is our best shot.
¿Cuál es la otra opción?
I'm not a violent man myself, so I had our guys come up with an alternate solution on the off chance that our agent-to-be shared my sentiments. In that case, we could take a different tact, but one that I at least have more experience with.
Diplomacia.
Diplomacy. If we can't go after the man responsible, we'll simply appeal to the man above him. The Kings, including our friend Pacer, report to the leader of their gang, a man who calls himself the King. Go and talk to the King. Try to convince him to put an end to this violence. Pacer's a punk, but he won't likely disobey a direct order. The King might not be open to the idea at first, so you may have to integrate yourself with him. Do whatever it takes. When it's done, one way or the other, report back here, and we'll take it from there. I wish you luck. If you run into some difficulty and think you'd rather just take the shot with Pacer, that's fine too.
Ámbito del rey.
Help you?
A dormir.
Hey.
Voy a ver al rey.
Nice to see a human pallet around.
A Phantom.
Hey, pal.
Muy bien, si me aprendí la ruta. Antes de hablar con el rey necesito guardarle. Me falta poco.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you? I'd like to help you out, especially considering all you've done. But that's a pretty big favor you're asking for, and you've already...
Ya usaste el tuyo.
Was there anything else you wanted?
Ah.
Near as I can tell, it was some sort of religious institution.
Religión.
Oh, I know it says school out front, but everything in here seems to be related to the worship of some guy from back in the day. People used to come here to learn about him, to dress like him, move like him, to be him. If that's not worship, I don't know what is. As far as we can tell, the guy that built this place was considered the coolest of the cool and taught other people how to be more like him. People would come all around to learn how to sing, dance, dress, and even speak the way he did. Not a whole lot to tell. There were only a few books left in here when we found it, and those were rotted away. There were some posters left that were pretty well preserved, which is how we know all this stuff was based on the same guy. The thing of it is, we don't even know what his name was. All the posters just referred to him as
El Rey.
the King. Well, that and the giant sign outside. This place could have been the King's House of Dog Chow, and I still would have taken the name. But I like to think I keep the memory alive. Something like that, yeah. There were some working tapes here when we first got here, so we know what he sounded
That's...
like.
No mames.
Sadly, they stopped working a few years back.
Esos vatos piensan que es una religión lo de Elvis.
Who was passing through. Otherwise, I'd play some for you. All the outfits you see my guys wearing around were originally found in here too, along with more hair gel than you can shake a stick at. Sure thing. What you have in mind? All right.
No puedo ayudar, pues bueno.
that the king's dog? Hey, isn't that the king's dog?
Era acá abajo. Me faltaba lo del francotirador que decían que salía en la noche en el dinosaurio. No sé, apagarlo. Con runners. Tíranos ahorita acá. Fuerza. Los seguidos del apocalipsis. Yo y Bax. Acá. Ah, no, ahí. Long. Novak. Aquí Novak. ¿O cuál era? Mira acá.
Hey there, need anything?
Regalos del dinosaurio. La fantoma. Un.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on me like that. What do you want?
Gradas visitantes.
Yeah, I guess maybe I am. But not like you. Huh. Maybe it should have been you I was expecting all along. Why are you here? Yeah, well, you see anybody wearing Legion Crimson or a lot of sports equipment, you just let me know. You still haven't answered my question.
Tengo que checar la vista.
I think you better leave. I don't have friends here. No. No, you're not, are you? Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet. I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start.
Inicio. ¿Solo confías en extraños?
I said it was a start. This town, nobody looks me straight in the eye anymore.
¿Qué quieres que
I
haga?
want you to find something out for me. I don't know if there's anything to find, but I need someone to try. My wife was taken from our home by Legion slavers one night while I was on watch.
La
They knew
avisaron.
when to come and what route to take, and they only took Carla. Someone set it up. I don't know who. My wife's dead. I want the son of a bitch who sold her.
¿Qué pasa si encuentro a esa persona?
Bring him out in front of the nest here while I'm on duty. I work nights. I'll give you my NCR beret to put on. It'll be our signal, so I know you're standing with him. And I'll take care of the rest. I need to do this myself. I know, all right. That's all you need to know.
Para ayudar.
Good. I'll make it worth your while. And one more thing. We shouldn't speak again. Not until it's over. No one in town knows that I know what happened to my wife. Best they never know. Or the Legion will be after me next. Yeah.
Sí, le avanzamos bastantito ahorita. Bueno, muchachos, para no irme tan tarde, ahora sí que ya lo voy a terminar aquí. Sí, le echamos bastante rato, a ver cuánto fue. O sea, 20, no está mal. Y pues bueno, nos vemos a la próxima, muchachos. Les aviso cuando hay otro gameplay. Pues bueno, descansen y nos vemos hasta la próxima. Bye.